Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, could you guys please let me know? Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. If there is any issues with the audio or the video, guys, please let me know. No issues whatsoever. Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Awesome. How are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? How are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great, guys? Please let me know. Is everybody fine? Is everybody great, guys? Please let me know. Good, great, amazing, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's do a quick revision about what we have studied in our yesterday's class, and then we'll start with what we are going to study in today's class. Will that be fine, guys? We'll first start by discussing what we have learned in our yesterday's class, guys. Just as a quick revision, and then we'll start with our today's class, guys. So, could you guys please let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Could you guys please let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Could you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? We studied about servers. Good. What else have we studied about in our yesterday's class, guys? Pillars of web development. Great, guys. What are the pillars of web development? What are the pillars of web development, guys? 5 pillars of web development. What are they? DevOps, cloud computing. Okay. What are the other pillars, guys? What are the other pillars? Backend web development. Good. Front-end web development. Great, guys. And UI UX. So these are the 5 pillars of web development: front end, back end, DevOps, cloud computing, and UI UX, guys. Now, in today's class, we are going to start with JavaScript. Now, how many of you guys don't have a laptop? Could you guys let me know in the live chat? How many of you guys don't have a laptop, guys? Could you guys let me know in the live chat? How many of you guys don't have a laptop, guys? Could you guys let me know in the live chat? Just to understand, how many of you guys don't have a laptop? Okay, so many of you guys don't have a laptop, guys. No issues in that. In this particular bootcamp, we take care of all these things for you. Even if you don't have a laptop, you don't have to worry. Whatever we are going to learn, we are going to use our mobile phones to code. Even JavaScript, learning the programming language, learning backend development, as well as building the project, the final project for this bootcamp. You guys can do it from your mobile phones as well. Now, many of you guys might have a laptop, but please keep in mind, guys, that we are not the only ones studying right over here. We need to make sure that the other students are also comfortable and they are able to learn in this environment. So we are going to accommodate using an online code editor, that is Replit, that is the web code editor that we are going to use. In the case that you are not using the same as mine, there are other opportunities available as well. For example, you are having your code sandbox, or else you want to do it offline in your computers, then that will be VS Code, Atom, and many others as well. Now, but for the sake of making sure that the bootcamp goes on very smoothly, I will suggest you guys that you should be doing the exact same thing using our Replit itself. Replit is going to be a free platform to you guys, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Was there any DSA classes today? So no, there was no DSA class today, guys. Today we are only having the backend development bootcamp class. I think so. In the yesterday's class on data structure algorithms, I've already informed that the certificates will be released to you guys in the next 2 to 3 days for those students who are present in the DSA bootcamp. So most probably by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you will be able to receive your certificates in your email IDs itself. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's continue with our today's class, guys. Let's make sure we are here to learn things properly. Okay. And if you guys behave yourself, if you guys learn everything properly, guys, at the end of today's class, I have a small surprise for you as well. Okay. At the end of today's class, I'm having a small surprise for you as well. But only if you guys make sure you guys promise me that you guys are going to learn in today's class properly. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please do let me know. I will have a small surprise, and I think so many of you guys will be able to like the surprise as well. That is my promise to you guys. Okay. Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Now that everybody's on the same page, let's get started with our today's class. Okay. Right over here, guys, we'll go on to our website and we'll search for Replit, R-E-P-L-I-T, Replit. As you're able to see, I'm just searched for the company, Replit. The first particular link that you are able to see, Replit, the collaborative browser-based IDE. We're going to click on that. That is where we are going to code right now. Now, as you're able to see, I'm also logging into the platform using my Google ID. So you can log into the platform using your Google ID as well. That is up to you guys to decide how you want to log into the platform. I'm using Google to do that. So let me log into the platform itself. That is going to take some time, guys. It is going to take some time. Okay, so now that we have logged into the platform, as you're able to see, even I'm using the free tier version itself. I have not used a paid version. If I go into upgrades, as you're able to see, mine current version is the free version itself. Your current plan, the free version. So we don't really require the paid version right now. That is the reason why we are using the free version. Even you guys can use the free version itself. Let me just open up your live chat on my screen so that I'm able to see what you guys are talking about. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've not shared my screen. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just forgot about that. Give me a second, guys. Let me share my screen right over here. Thank you so much for reminding me. Again, sorry. Okay, so I'll just do it once again, guys. So right over here, I've gone to Google and I've searched for Replit, Replit, as we are able to see. And inside of Replit, I just went to the first particular website itself, that is Replit. Now, please do remember one thing, guys. When you are coding with me, please do not code along with me, guys. Okay? It is a suggestion from my side, guys, so that you guys are able to understand what I'm teaching properly. Please do not code along with me. If you're coding along with me, guys, then you're not actually listening to me carefully. You are missing out on the steps that I'm doing, and a lot of concepts will be missed by you. My suggestion to you would be listen to me carefully when I'm teaching, and after the class is over, then practice what has happened in the class. In that particular way, whatever has been taught, you will be able to revise it quickly, as well as that will always stay with you. You will never forget about it because you listen to it and then you practiced on your own. That is how you learn things in coding. That is my suggestion to you guys. This is how you guys can learn very efficiently moving further. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great. Again, for those guys who don't attend the classes properly, who don't listen to me properly, as you're able to see, some of the students are saying, sir, certificate has not been provided to us for the bootcamp that just ended yesterday. That is the data structures and algorithms bootcamp. In our yesterday's class itself, I've informed to them that the certificates will be sent in 2 to 3 days. It takes us time to match all the attendance and make sure that the correct certificates are sent to them. But still, this is what happens if you're not listening to me correctly, right? So do not make the exact same mistake, guys. Listen to me correctly. Make sure that you are paying attention in the class. Otherwise, you will be asking questions like that in the live chat in the next boot camp. Okay. Okay. So right over here, I've just searched for Replit. I'll just click on Replit right over here, guys. So that will open up Replit for me. Once Replit has been opened up, as you're able to see, if I click on upgrade, okay, if I go right over here and I click on upgrade, as you're able to see, guys, I'm currently at the free version of the website. I'm at the free version of the website, guys. So even I'm not using, your current plan is the free version. Even I'm not using a paid version, neither you should be doing that. Okay, we don't even require it. Do not spend your money like that. Okay, once we have entered into the platform, what we're going to do is we are going to click on this particular button, guys, the plus button that you are able to see right over there, right? You're able to see this particular plus button right over here, guys. So we are going to select JavaScript from select Node.js from right over here, guys. We'll learn about what is Node.js, what is its importance and everything at a later point of time. But we are going to select Node.js from right over here, guys. And we are just going to create a REPL right over there. Okay, create a REPL. Now this will create a REPL inside of which we can actually code in JavaScript. So this is a coding environment given to us for free, inside of which we can actually run JavaScript code. You are able to see three different sections on your screen as of this particular point of time, guys. Okay. On the left hand side, you are able to see the files that are currently present inside of your system that has been provided to you. Okay. So we only have one particular file, that is index.js. In the middle, you are able to see the file itself where we are going to code, that is index.js. And on the right hand side, this is where your results will be shown. Okay. This is where your results will be shown, guys. Again, there's nothing to understand right over here. It's just a website. It is like me explaining to you guys how to use Netflix. I think so you guys figured it on your own, but here still I'm explaining you guys what are the different systems that are present in front of you. Okay. Again, you just have to log into the platform using Google or whatever the case is. You have to click on a plus button right over there. And then you have to select Node.js from the available template options. You have to create the template and this is what you get. If you are still confused what to do, how to do, this video is provided to you guys with lifetime access. So at a later point of time, when you are revising this stuff, you can actually scroll it back and see what buttons I have clicked. So to end up at this position, but you don't have to code it right now. So you just have to listen to the explanations. Okay. Okay. So right over here, guys, we'll just close this. We just want our index.js to be present on our screen, guys. This is the place where you're going to write our code. Now, as a programmer, you need to understand this, guys, that for example, I am a particular Indian. Okay, for Indians, there is a tradition inside of our culture that basically states that whenever you are starting something new, you should eat curd and sugar before doing that. I think so many of you guys might also be able to relate to that. Now, in the exact same way, guys, for a programmer, that is a religion on its own itself. There is a particular tradition that basically states that whenever you're going to start learning a new programming language, you first have to write hello world in that particular language. So that is what we're going to do right now. We are going to print hello world on our screen, guys. Now the area where you're going to get your output, okay, the area where you're going to get your output is going to be something called as console, guys. Now, why is it called as console? Why my name is Shaurya? Why is DevTown called as DevTown? So that has an explanation. But why is my name Shaurya? Even I don't know that. So why is it called as console? Even I don't know. But that is the place where we are going to get our output for our code, guys. And that area is called as console. So what is our aim, guys? Our aim is to print something in our console. Okay. Our aim is to print something within our console, guys. Now, how to do that? Now, what do you understand by the meaning of the term log or log? Now this meaning I'm talking about in just English, not related to mathematics, nothing else. I don't want anything related to mathematics. I don't need to know what is its meaning in programming. I want you guys to let me know what is the meaning of the term log or log in normal English, guys. Can somebody let me know what's the meaning of the term log in normal English? Word, okay. Word, okay. Log means history, okay. To record something, recording something, to note down something, okay. A tree trunk, okay. To log into something, good. A cylindrical 3D solid, okay. That's way too specific. To note down something. Now, when I say that somebody is logging in, somebody is logging out, I need to log down this report. I need to log down this data. Here, the term log also means to record something. Okay, that is the meaning of the term log. One of the meaning of the term log is to record something that somebody is logging in. So I'm recording that somebody is entered, somebody is logging out. So I'm recording somebody has exited. I'm saying, okay, I want to log this data in. So that is basically means I want to enter or I want to record this data. In a similar manner, what do we want to do? We want to log hello world inside of our console. That is our aim, guys. We want to log hello world inside of our console. Now, how can we do that? First, we need to specify where do we want to log stuff out. We want to log stuff out inside of our console, guys. So console, console. Now, what do we want to do? We want to log stuff out. So dot log and then parenthesis and then semicolon at the end. Just like in English, you guys write a sentence in English and then put up a full stop at the end. In a similar manner, inside of JavaScript, when you're coding in JavaScript, you put up a semicolon at the end, guys, as you're able to see right over here. This semicolon basically demarks the end of a programming sentence. Now, we want to log inside of a console. That is something that we have already done. Now, what do we want to log right over there, guys? We want to log hello world inside of that. So hello world, the message that you want to showcase to your user, that needs to go between these parentheses, guys. That needs to go between these parentheses. So I want to log hello world. So I'm going to put up hello world right over there, and then I'm going to run it. To run this particular code, once you have written a code and you want to run it, you just have to click on this particular play button or do control plus enter. Both of that will work. We can click on that little play button or control plus enter, guys. We'll click on this particular play button right over here, and as we are able to see, we have ran our code and we are able to see hello world in our output. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know. Yes, you were able to understand this as well. Am I right or wrong, guys? Were you guys able to understand that? Please let me know. Yes? Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome. So, next thing that we need to understand is, just like you are having a lot of data around you, right? Sometimes you see letters, you see numbers, you see decimal values, you see a lot of different type of data all around you. Maybe something written on your phone, something written on the back of a bottle, maybe the price of a particular item itself. Now, in a similar manner, data is around us. But for every single programming language, they treat data differently. That is the reason why they have a lot of types inside of it. Okay, they have a lot of types inside of that particular data. Now, please to remember this, guys, that for every single programming language, the data types are different. Instead of using Replit, why don't you use PyCharm as an IDE? That's a little bit easy. The reason why we are using an online code editor is due to the fact that many students don't have a laptop. So they might have to do it from their mobile phones. So this particular website, Replit, can be accessed using mobile phones, and then every single student will be able to code. That is the reason why we are using Replit, to be very, like, again, just revising stuff out for you guys. Okay, nevertheless, guys, like I already said, data is all around us, but every single programming language divides these data into various different types. Now, I think so many of you guys might have already studied various different programming languages. For many of you guys, this might be your very first programming language that you are ever studying. Please do remember this, guys. For every programming language, the types within which it has been dividing the data into is different. If you have studied C++, the data types will be different. If you have studied Python, the data types might be different. If you have studied Java, the data types might be different. If you are studying JavaScript, the data types might be different. Because these are different programming languages. These are not related to each other at any particular point of time. Just revising this as well. Please do not think that Java and JavaScript are related to each other. They are as related to each other as, let's assume, apple and pineapple are. There is no relationship between apple and pineapple. Both of them are fruits, of course. Both of them have the spelling apple in them, but they are not related to each other. In the exact same manner, Java and JavaScript are also not related to each other, guys. They are two separate programming languages. Okay, so do not think that I have to study Java and then JavaScript. That does not work like that. They are not related to each other, guys. Okay, so the next thing is, what are the different data types that are present in JavaScript? Let us try to understand that. Now, to be able to do that, what we're going to do is, instead of logging out hello world, we're going to log out the data type of hello world, guys. Now, how can we find the data type of hello world? So there is a function inside of Python that is, okay, very bad. There's a function inside of Python, guys, that is called as your type of function. Okay, type type of. Okay, this is the function that exists inside of JavaScript. This function basically gives you the data type of the object that has been placed within the parenthesis. For example, if I place hello world right over here, if I place hello world right over here, guys, then the type of function will return back to me the data type of hello world. Okay. So if I want to print, if I want to see what is the data type of hello world, what am I going to do? If I know that type of function is going to give me the data type of a particular object, that is hello world, and I want to print it to my screen, what can I do, guys? Can somebody let me know? If I know that the type of function gives me the data type of the object, guys, and I want to print it to my screen, what can I do, guys? Can somebody let me know? We'll put it inside of console.log. We'll put it inside of console.log, guys. So we'll take this out, Control X, and we'll put it inside of your console.log right over here. So what will console.log right now do is that it will take up this particular text, that is type of hello world, what is where is going to be returned from right over here, and it is going to print that for us, guys. So let us see what is the output. As you're able to see, the data type that is being shown right over here is called as strings. If you look at the right hand side of my place, guys, you guys will be able to see that the data type of the object hello world is shown as strings. But this is the very first data type that we are actually studying about. Now, this data type can be created using double quotation marks or even single quotation marks as well. So right over here, I can just change it back to a single quotation mark and run it once again. That will also create a string for me. Okay, that will also create a string for me, as you are able to see on your right hand side. Okay, it will also create a string for me. So you can use double quotation marks or single quotation marks to create a string. Now, a string can contain any kind of characters. It can contain capital letters, it can contain small letters, it can contain spaces, it can contain numbers, it can contain special characters as well. Whatever you want it to contain, it can contain that for you guys. Now just do remember, you can create a string using both double quotation marks and single quotation marks as well. Okay, we will be learning about Node.js after a time. First, let's talk about JavaScript. Let's understand JavaScript. Then we'll move towards Node.js step by step, baby steps. Do not run, do not try to fly. First, let's learn how to walk. Okay, so right over here, guys, once we press play, as you're able to see, we are still getting strings as our answer. We're still getting strings as our answer, guys. Now, what about if we, what about other data types? There are other data types inside of your JavaScript as well. What about numbers? Okay, let's assume 80, 98. Okay, type of 98, guys. The 98 is a integer according to various different programming languages. But inside of JavaScript, 98 will be categorized as a number. 98 will be categorized as a number, as you are able to see on my right hand side. Okay, it is going to be categorized as a number right over here. Now, what about negative 98? What about negative 98, guys? Negative 98 is also going to be categorized as a number. What about your decimal values? Negative 98.456. That is also going to be categorized as a number. So all your positive, negative, integers, zeros, your particular positive decimal values, negative decimal values, all that will be counted as a number itself, guys. That is the second data type. Okay, that is the second data type that we are going to learn right now. The next particular data type is called as the Boolean data type. Now, many of you guys inside of physics, inside of your school days, might have studied about AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, NOT gate. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? Please let me know. Have you guys studied about AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, NOT gate? Instead of physics, I think so everybody must have studied it. Now, if you remember that, you must have remembered the zeros and ones that we used to use right over there. So these are also called as Boolean values, guys. These are also called as Boolean values. Your computer as well does not understand what you're typing right over here. It only understands strings of zeros and ones. Now, these zeros and ones basically represent false and the true values. Zero represents false and one represents true. Now, you can actually use that inside of your JavaScript as well. So true, true, that is your true value, and that is a Boolean value. As you're able to see, if I see the data type of true, it is being shown as Boolean. It is being shown as Boolean or bool for short. Similar to that, to create the false value, you just have to write false right over here. Please remember, inside of JavaScript, the true and false both should have small letters, okay, all of them, because JavaScript is a case sensitive language. For JavaScript, a capital T and a small t are two separate things. They are not one and the same, guys. So ever you're making that mistake, please do not do that. As you're able to see right over here, once I run it, is also shown as a Boolean value right over there, guys. Okay, it is also a Boolean value. Now that you are familiar with some of these particular data types itself, the next thing to understand is is that particular semicolon necessary? What if I remove that semicolon? What if I remove that semicolon? What do you think will happen, guys? What do you think will happen? If I remove that semicolon, guys, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen, guys? So I will not execute the line. Okay, error will happen. Okay, syntax error will happen. Okay, error. Okay, computer will not understand what do you mean. Okay, it will run as usual. Okay, many of you guys are saying that it will be a syntax error. It will not get executed. Will get errors right over there. Some of you guys will say that okay, nothing is going to happen. The answer to this is that nothing is going to happen, guys. If we run this, as you're able to see, without any semicolon at the end, it is still going to run the exact same way. We are still going to get Boolean as our output. Now, why is that the case? Then what was the need of learning to put up a semicolon at the end? Now, please to understand here, we are just writing one line of code, maybe 10 line of code, maybe 100 lines of code. Now, missing out a semicolon inside of that small piece of code might not cause you errors. It might even work well for you because JavaScript is very smart. If you're missing out on a particular semicolon, it places that semicolon for you while understanding what you're trying to write. But when you're writing or creating big websites, when you're writing backend code for huge websites, that can be 10,000 or even lakhs of lines of code right over there in JavaScript. In that particular scenario, not putting up a semicolon might not work properly. Your code might run into an error, and at that point of time, going through the 1 lakh lines of code and figuring out what error have you made will be very difficult. So it is always a good precautionary measure to put up a semicolon at the end of your JavaScript code. Now, again, guys, that is not compulsory, but this is just a precautionary measure so that later on you're not ending up with an error. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Okay, great. You guys are going on a right track today. You guys are really focusing upon the class. I really like that upon you guys. You guys, I think so. I will have to give the surprise at the end of today's class to you guys. And the surprise is really huge. It's a good surprise for you guys. So I hope so that you guys are going to keep up the great work and learn today's class properly so that you're not missing out on the surprise at the end of today's class. Okay, so let us move on further, guys. The next thing that we are going to learn about is called as variables. I think so. You guys have already learned about variables inside of mathematics, right? Find the value of x. And then you guys say that, okay, sir, x has no value, only the current has the value, right? Or maybe the future one. I think so. Many of you guys might be able to understand what I'm saying. Many of you guys might not be able to understand. Now, that is just pretty sad. But yes, you might have already learned about variables at some particular point of time when you were studying about in mathematics, right? Now, what are these variables and why are these variables popping back up when we are learning JavaScript? How is that even related, right? So think about it in such a way. I will not use anybody's else, but I will surely ask you guys about this. What was your nickname in college or in school? Okay, what was your nickname in college or in school? So for me, my nickname in school was Jali V Maggie. That basically means burnt noodles. The reason for that was due to my curly hair. Right now, it is a little bit subdued, I think so, according to me. But yeah, when I was in school, my name was burnt noodles or Jali V Maggie. Now, if you go to anybody and ask, okay, who is burnt noodles? Everybody would know that it is Shorisana, right? So it was a nickname that was being assigned to me, and that nickname had only one value inside of it. That is Shorisana. It is referring to just one particular person itself. Okay, so nobody is going to call you as Shaurya, Rakesh Sinha, please come here. They're going to use an abusive word as an adjective, most likely, and then they're going to call you your nickname as of that particular point of time. Right? That's how friendship works. In a similar manner, because nobody wants to call you by Shaurya Rakesh Sinha again and again. That is just pretty sad and also very lengthy. Right? In the exact same manner, when you are using data inside of your coding as well, you don't want to write the exact same data again and again and again. What if in the exact same manner we were able to assign a nickname to that particular data? And instead of writing hello world, or instead of writing a particular sentence again and again, we could directly use that particular nickname itself, and that will refer back to that particular value. This is the concept of variables. In the exact same way, inside of mathematics, when you had x is equals to 4, you could use x throughout the entire equation, in which x will refer back to that particular value, that is 4. X was the nickname to the value 4. Okay. But we should have negative infinity value for our x's, but still. So that is how things work right over there, right? So instead of coding, you can actually create variables using JavaScript. For example, let us say that I want to create a variable called as dev, and I want to store the value Shaurya Sinha inside of it. Creating that is very simple right over there, guys. You just have to write var, that is, you are telling JavaScript that I'm creating a variable name right over here. I'm creating a variable name right over here, guys. That variable name will provide it as Shaurya. Okay, so var Shaurya, and then var Shaurya will prove shit. Nice. Okay, we'll change it to dev dev is equals to, and then the value that it is going to contain. Okay, the name of our variable is dev, and the value that it is going to contain is Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. That is the value that it is going to contain inside of it. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. We have created a variable called as dev, guys, and that dev as a variable is going to contain Shaurya Rakesh Sinha inside of it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? So instead of writing Shaurya Rakesh Sinha again and again, for example, if I want to print it out, okay, so console dot log, and then I want to print Shaurya Rakesh Sinha inside of it, I just have to use the variable name, that is the nickname that I have provided, that is dev or dev, guys. So once I press play right over here, as you're able to see, we are able to get our Shaurya Rakesh Sinha printed inside of our console. Are you guys able to see this? You're able to see Shaurya Rakesh Sinha printed inside of a console right over here, guys. That is how you create a variable. Okay, that is how you create a variable. What about taking an input from the user? Can we use JavaScript to take in an input from our user, guys? So yes, actually we can do that. So for doing that, we're going to use something called as prompt. Now, what do you understand by the meaning of prompt in normal English, guys? Okay. What do you understand by the meaning of the term prompt in normal English? Can you guys let me know? What do you understand by the term prompt in normal English, guys? Can somebody let me know? What do you understand by the term prompt in normal English? So somebody saying quick, somebody is saying command, somebody saying message. Message is not right, but okay, instructions to do something in the future, short piece of code. Okay, so prompt is like I'm prompting my friend to speak in front of his crush, right? I'm prompting my friend to do better in his exam. I'm prompting my friend to say something in front of my crush. Okay, say something smart about me in front of my crush. So in the exact same manner, prompting means to tell somebody, to push somebody, to nudge somebody in the right direction. In a similar manner, we want to prompt our user to provide us with some data. We want to nudge our particular user, or means like convince him or tell him to provide us with some data, and that is where prompt can be used. Okay, so prompt, prompt, that is how you're going to create a prompt, and inside of the prompt you're going to provide the message that you want to showcase to the user. Okay, so for example, what is your name? That is the message that I want to showcase to my user, guys. Okay, prompt, what is your name? What happened right over here? Why is it providing a TypeScript character? You're using TypeScript. Okay, so prompt, what is your name, guys? Okay, that is basically prompt is basically asking something from your user, and you're having this what is your name right over here. That is what we are asking from our user itself. Now, when I what is prompt? So prompt is going to send a message to our user saying what is your name. Okay, he's going to provide us with an input right over there. We are prompting our user to provide us with his name, guys. Okay. Now, if I click on this particular play button as a now, you are able to see that. Okay, so we actually cannot use prompt right over here, guys. I'm so sorry. For using this prompt, we will have to use something else. Okay, the reason why we are not able to use prompt, I'll be explaining you guys while I will be explaining you guys Node.js. But for right now, we will be writing our code a little bit differently. We are not going to use Replit to write our code, guys. We are going to write our code inside of the browser. Okay, now, why did that not work? I will be explaining you guys later on when we'll be studying about Node.js, guys. Right now, we just want to focus upon JavaScript a little bit more. So right over here, guys, this is our particular browser. This browser is basically, I'm using Google Chrome. Maybe you guys are using something else. But for me, it is Google Chrome, guys. I'm going to click anywhere on my particular browser, right click, and then go to inspect option. Okay, I'm going to do a right click right over there, guys, and then we want to go to the bottom and click on the inspect option right over there, guys. Okay, once we click on the inspect option, guys, you will be able to see this developers console opening up, or developers panel, not console, developers panel opening up. This is basically the panel that is used by developers most of the time. Most of the front end and back end engineers will actually be spending a lot of time inside of this particular console. Okay, so right over here, guys, if we go to console, there are console elements, sources, networks, a lot of different options available to us. We're going to go into our console, guys, and this, I'm so sorry, and this is where we are going to write our prompt code. Okay, prompt prompt, parenthesis, what is your name? Okay, simple line of code, guys. Prompt, what is your name? Let me just remove these issues. Okay, prompt, what is your name right over here, guys. Now, why we are writing our code right over here, again I will be explaining that to you guys once we start learning about Node.js in the next 2 days itself. But please do remember this, that this particular line of code we had written not in our Replit, guys, but we had written it inside of our browsers. Okay, please do remember that. So as you're able to see, prompt, what is your name, that is the code that we have written right over here. To run this particular code, I can just press shift enter, guys. So doing shift enter will run this code. Sorry, doing control enter will run this code for me. Okay, control enter or just enter as well will run this code for me, guys. As you're able to see, we are getting a pop-up message in front of our faces. Okay, saying what is your name? Okay, saying what is your name, guys, and it's providing me with an input field as well. Are you guys able to see this? It is providing me with an input field as well, guys. So this is also referred to as a prompt box. Okay, this is also referred to as a prompt box, guys. Okay, so if I write my code right over here, Shaurya Rakesh Sinha, that is the input as a user that I'm providing right over there, guys. And as you're able to see, that input I'm able to see inside of my console as well. That input I'm able to see inside of my console as well, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Yes, that is how we can take in an input from a user. Now, why did it not work instead of a Replit, guys? That we'll be talking about in our tomorrow's class, which is going to be pretty simple. You guys will be easily able to understand and relate to it as well. But nevertheless, we'll be talking about that in our tomorrow's class. Why did the prompt not work right now? The next thing that we need to talk about is naming convention for variables. How are variables named inside of JavaScript? Now, please make sure that you are following these rules and regulations while naming a variable. Otherwise, you will get errors. Now, just like in English, if you are not like writing proper English, it is going to be grammatically wrong. If you're not writing proper English, it is going to be grammatically wrong, guys. But in a similar manner, inside of your coding as well, if you're not following the proper rules and regulations related to coding, also called as the syntax. Syntax is basically the grammar for coding, guys. Syntax is basically the grammar of coding. So if you're not following that, guys, you're still going to run up into errors. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. If you're not following the rules and regulations related to coding, that is called as the syntax of coding. That is the grammar of coding, guys. You're going to end up at errors. Okay, so let us learn some of the grammatical things that we need to remember right now. So let me open up one note right over here. And let me place it on the right hand side, the chat on the left hand side. Okay, so we'll start with right over here, guys. The first thing that we are going to do right now is let's take up a particular variable name. Let's take up the name as NAME. That is our variable name, guys. I'm going to divide this variable name into two separate halves. Okay, this is our var name. Okay, I'm going to divide this particular name into two separate halves, guys. The first half is basically the first letter of your variable name. The first half is basically the first letter of your variable name, and the second part is basically the rest of your variable name, guys. Okay, that is the rest of your variable name. Now, the first letter of your variable name should only be a small letter or a capital letter or an underscore, guys. Okay, a small letter, a capital letter, or an underscore. It should not be anything else, guys. Okay, it should not be anything else. It should not be a particular number. It should not be a special character. Nothing. The small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore itself. Okay. The next thing that is there is, guys, that is the rest of the variable name. That can be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, 0 to 9, that is numbers, as well as underscore, guys. But no other special characters. You cannot have hyphens, you cannot have iterate, ampersand, or anything else. That's it, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Okay. So the next thing, guys, is that, like I've already said, JavaScript is a case sensitive programming language. That basically means for JavaScript, a small t and capital T are two separate things. So all these particular variable names, std or capital S, capital T, capital D, or capital S, small t, capital D, or capital S, small t, small d, or small s, capital T, small d, all these will be considered as different variable names. All of them are different variable names, guys. They are not one and the same. All of them will be treated as different variable names. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. So a variable name, the first letter of a variable name, the first letter of a variable name can be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore, and nothing else. For the rest of the variable name, it can be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, 0 to 9, or an underscore. It should not contain any kind of special characters. In a similar manner, your JavaScript is a case sensitive programming language. That means that for it, a small t and a capital T are two separate things, not one and the same. So all these will be considered as different variable name, guys. All these will be considered as different variable names. Now, diving a little bit back into JavaScript, into the start of JavaScript itself, please try to understand that JavaScript as a programming language was originally called as your live script. When JavaScript was created 25 years ago, it was called as live script, guys. That was the original name of JavaScript. 25 years ago, the number one programming language in the entire world, which all the programmers were using, was called as Java. That was the number one programming language in the entire world in 2000, 25 years ago. Okay, 25 years ago, guys. So just as a marketing tactic, so that more people are able to use and adopt the new programming language, LiveScript was renamed as JavaScript. LiveScript was renamed as JavaScript so that many people are able to confuse that there is some correlation between Java and JavaScript, and they start adopting JavaScript inside of their projects as well. Okay. And this actually worked. Right now, the number one programming language in the entire world right now in 2023 and 2024 is JavaScript, guys. Along with that, the number two programming language is Python. Java has fallen down to the fifth position, guys. Java as a programming language has fallen down to the fifth position. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. The next thing is that JavaScript has a lot of names as well. For example, LiveScript is also one of the names by which we refer to JavaScript. The second name for JavaScript is also called as ECMAScript or ES. ECMAScript or ES. Okay, ECMAScript or EJS or whatever you want to call it as. Okay, that is another name for JavaScript in the European Union. In the European Union. So European Union usually likes to standardize the names and the versions for various different stuff. And it renamed JavaScript as ECMAScript or ES6 or EJS6, whatever you want to call it as. The latest versions is going to be ES6, ES7. So different versions of JavaScript has different values. So 5, 6, 7, these are the different values that are there. Okay, we are going to learn the latest version of JavaScript, of course. Okay, but anybody who is talking about ECMAScript or JavaScript or LiveScript is actually referring to just JavaScript, guys. Is actually referring to just JavaScript. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. I wanted this to be very clear so that you guys are not confusing it at a later point of time saying that, oh, he's talking about ECMAScript. I don't even know what that is. That is basically JavaScript, guys. Okay. Will that be fine with everybody? Please let me know. Will that be fine with everybody, guys? Please let me know. Yes. Okay. The next thing that we are going to learn about, okay, so we'll continue it from our tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we'll try to understand why did the prompt did not work right over there, what was the problem that was occurring there and all that. Okay, we'll also try to understand what is this Node.js, what is the relationship between JavaScript and Node.js, how do we use JavaScript inside of Node.js and so on and so forth. JavaScript is a very, very lengthy programming languages, guys. There's a lot to learn about it right over there. But here we are here to learn backend web development. So whatever we are going to use while doing backend development, I will be explaining everything related to JavaScript right over there. So we will be learning about JavaScript as we are programming, as we are coding. In that way, we will be able to learn a lot more about backend web development as well as learn a little bit more practically about JavaScript as well. Okay, we will also be going towards Express after we have complete Node.js. Okay, Express, NPM, then Node.js is there, all these different technologies we'll be talking about and we'll be learning in this bootcamp. Now, you guys have been excellent in our today's class. Okay, you guys have really, really paid attention. I was able to see some great questions that were asked to me while taking up the class as well. So I think so now it is time for providing you guys with our particular surprise, right? The surprise that are there, guys. So the surprise that are going to happen right now is going to be pretty good. I hope so for many of you guys. I think so you will like the surprise as well. Now in this particular bootcamp, as you already know, we are teaching everything for free. We are having the bootcamp for free. We are providing you guys with certificates for a 7 days program on backend development from Amazon as well as like your Google as well as DevTown. So many, I think so many of you guys will agree that DevTown certificate you are not that interested in. You are interested in the Google and the Amazon certificates. But nevertheless, we are providing it to you guys. But many of you guys actually approached us a few months back and asked us that we really want to contribute to this particular community. Also, they asked us whether they would be able to get some internships like inside of the DevTown as a company itself. And for a very long period of time, we have been working very hard to provide some things that you guys want from us. We always try our level best to provide something that you guys want from us, and we are able to provide it to you guys. And we came up with our citizen program. Now, as the name suggests, DevTown basically means a town for developers. Okay, so DevTown, developers town. And for this town, we get a lot of citizens working for us. The citizens are basically a representative of DevTown in their own college campuses, working with DevTown to create various events, various particular programs within their college, maybe hiring drives, maybe conducting some events in their college. Let's assume a coding related event. Let's assume a specific boot camp meant for just their own colleges itself, and so on and so forth. This particular internship, we have made sure there's no cost to this internship, guys. It's totally for free. And if you're doing well during the internship, we even provide you guys with a stipend. The stipend ranges from 1,000 rupees to even 10,000 rupees, depending upon what type of work is being assigned to you guys. For example, one of our students recently got a stipend of 7,000 rupees itself. He was actually working with us as an HR. So he worked as an HR with us. He was allotted to one of my teams itself, and he really proved himself to be quite skillful right over there. We even recommended him for an internship in the next company. Right now, he's working at another startup of my own friend, and he is having a stipend of 25,000 rupees right over there. So we take this particular internship very seriously because this internship means a lot to us. These are not just random people out there. These are people who are contributing to our particular like the entire particular community. They are actually contributing to it. But we have also kept the internship very simple. For the entire month, we don't take up anything. We take up at max 30 minutes of your time throughout the entire month. The reason for that is we don't want this internship to be very intrusive. We want you guys to understand how do you work inside of a corporate culture. Along with that, of course, because we are DevTown, we provide you guys with a lot of different things as well during the internship. For example, when you join the internship, you get an offer letter as well as a certificate of appreciation for doing the first task. Then after that, at the end of the internship, you get a letter of recommendation from the company signed by me that you can submit in your future colleges as well as in your job applications, saying that you have performed extremely well during this internship that you have done with DevTown. Along with that, you also get a certificate of internship completion, guys. That is again some work experience that you will be able to get. Along with that, during the internship, those students who are selected to work as a citizen at DevTown, they also get monthly access to free boot camps, exclusive events, interview opportunities, as well as one free course every single month. For example, this month we are giving out a 30-hour front-end web development program recorded by people from Google, Microsoft, and Amazon that has more than 6+ projects, as well as certifications from Google, Microsoft, as well as Amazon. So that is also provided to our citizens for free. Every month they are provided with a new course, a new program to follow so that they are also able to learn as well as grow right over there. For example, the next month we are actually planning for a 25 hours long Python and artificial intelligence course for our students. So every month, for example, maybe at a certain particular point of time, it might be a cybersecurity course, it might be a particular course on backend web development, and so on and so forth. These are very, very, very in-depth courses, but only available to us citizens that are actually helping us out, and we want to help them grow as well. They also get a lot of different paid internship opportunities as well as a lot of job opportunities during the entire internship. So how many of you guys might be interested in this internship, guys? Could you guys let me know? The entire internship is completely free, guys, but they will also be providing you guys with an opportunity wherein there will be certain tasks which you are completing, then you are going to get rewarded by merchandises, stipends, and many other courses as well. So you don't have to worry about it. We have taken care of everything for you guys during this particular time. Okay, so I'm able to see a lot of you guys are interested in, but like I said, guys, we don't select every single student. The reason for that is we want only those students who are going to help us grow DevTown and have an affinity towards DevTown to be in this program. Due to that reason, we keep a filtering session as well. Now, this filtering step is actually the first task of your internship. This first task is going to be pretty simple and pretty straightforward itself. Now, you will be assigned. So, if you are registering for your citizen program itself, that is the campus ambassador program, if you're registering for that, then you will be allotted into various different teams. Maybe some of you guys will be going into the marketing team, some of you guys might be going into the HR team, some of you guys might be allotted to the YouTube team itself, that is just under me. Some of you guys might be put up inside of the digital marketing team. Some of you guys might be put up into the community maintenance team itself. So you guys will be allotted a team. Now the team will be contacting you and will be providing you with a small task. So that task can be anything. For example, if you're like if you're selected for the HR team, then that will be to help us hire for some companies or to help us hire from your college. Okay. If you're allotted for the digital marketing team, it will be to join DevTown as a digital marketer, in which your ideas, your memes, you will have to collect memes and send to us. So the task might be that, okay, collect 10 memes and send to us. That might be your first task related to coding. Okay. You can collect it from Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever the case is. Just collect it and send it to us. That will be your first task. If you are selected in the marketing team, maybe your aim would be to promote the boot camps within your college. That might be your first task itself. A simple task will be provided to you guys, which can be done within 15 minutes. Those students who will be completing the task successfully, these students will be hired as a citizen at DevTown. Now, again, this will give you a taste about the first task. And of course, if you're doing the first task properly, you will also be provided with a certificate of appreciation from DevTown to do the first task correctly, as well as providing so much help inside of the entire process. Now, that is the filtration task, guys. If you are able to do that task properly, then you will get your offer letter, you will get your internship letter, you will get your certificate of appreciation, the access to the 30-hour long front-end web development course with certification from Google, Microsoft, as well as Amazon. You will also get access to the free boot camps, exclusive boot camps that are done just for the campus ambassadors, and many other things as well. So for those students who are interested in that, in today's attendance itself, I will be providing you guys with the registration link as well. So there will be a question whether you want to register as a campus ambassador or not. Now, if you're asking yes, then from there, a particular person from DevTown will be contacting you with the first task. Now, I'm really very sure that this is going to be very important for you guys. The reason being pretty simple, guys, that this is a proper internship. Internship are very important when you guys are actually looking forward for more internships and jobs, because these are counted as proper stuff. Okay, these are counted as a proper particular internship itself, a work experience itself, and that is very important for you guys. Okay, please try to understand this, guys. This is very important for you guys. So I'm going to provide you guys with the particular registration link, that is the attendance link. The attendance link itself will be containing the registration form itself, guys. So give me a second. I will be providing you guys with the attendance link right now. Give me a second, guys. I'm just creating the attendance link. Give me 2 to 3 seconds so that I'm able to create that. Give me 2 to 3 seconds, guys. It's not going to hamper our college studies, not at all. The tasks that will be provided you guys, so you will be getting 3 to 4 tasks throughout the entire 1 month internship. You can even continue the internship even further. You can do it for 6 months, 8 months. That is up to you guys. And the task will be pretty simple. That can be done within 15 minutes. It won't take a lot of time from you guys. The entire internship is going to be completely online again, so you don't have to worry about that as well. Okay, you don't even have to worry about that as well. Okay, for those who have already registered as a particular citizen, you can re-register yourself. Okay, what am I doing right over here? Why am I closing it again and again? Okay, you can re-register yourself, guys, so that you are able to get the call a lot quicker. Okay, give me a second or two, guys. Let me just find the attendance link. I'm not able to find it right now. Okay, every week we get a lot of students applying as a particular citizen, guys. It takes a little bit time to reach out to every single one of them, so pardon me for being a little bit late, guys, but still I'll make sure that everybody is able to get the particular call. Okay, give me a second. I just need to find the attendance link. I'm not able to find that. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, and I'm going to rename this right now. Will it hamper our studies? No, not at all. It will not at all hamper your studies, guys. That is my promise. I will never do something that is going to hamper your studies. This entire internship is just made to make sure that actually your profile gets a lot better. That is the only reason for it. As you're able to see, this is the question right over here. Do you want a 1 month internship as a campus ambassador of DevTown? It's free, and if you are performing well, you will also be paid stipend. What are the different things that you're going to get if you are registering as a particular campus ambassador at DevTown, that is a citizen at DevTown? and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to provide you guys with the attendance right now. I'm hoping that almost everybody present in this particular bootcamp will be registering for the citizen program, guys. I'm hoping for the same, because I know this is very, the internship is completely free, so you don't have to worry about that. Internship is completely free, guys. Even in the case if you are doing well, we will be paying you. Okay, if you're doing well in the internship, we will be paying you, so you don't have to worry about that, guys. Okay, so I provided you guys with the attendance link in the live chat. Please do fill up your attendance properly. Please make sure that if you are interested for the citizen program, that is the campus ambassador internship program, guys, please mark it as yes. Okay, so that we are able to reach out to you guys and we will be able to do well. How much will you pay? So that depends upon the task. Some tasks pay 1,000 rupees per task. Some tasks pay you 10,000 rupees as well. But yeah, that is basically dependent upon the kind of particular task that you are doing, right? But nevertheless, like I said, I hope so many of you guys will be registering for the particular program, and I hope to see many of you guys joining our citizens program very soon. Okay, so please do fill up your attendance right now, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat, as you are able to see right over there. I think so I've pasted it a lot many number of times. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.